Dun, 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 dun. Zorro comes to town. Who's fed up with all these videos? Not me. Do you know how many people have actually watched my videos? Every time it says 5 hits on it, nobody's actually watched it at all. Anything under 10, maybe one person has watched it. Somehow, every time I do a video, the minute I finish it, it says 5 views. They don't have to make me believe. I already believe. If I don't have any viewers, I just don't. It's a natural thing with me. I want this to be a natural thing. I don't want to sell myself on people. It's not the way it goes. You sell them the movie, they go to see it. Here they want to know what you're about. This is what I think and what I have to say. When you try, giving up is not an option. And when you give up, how do you know when to start? So, you know how that works. What I'm going to get into in the first minute, I'm going to say, since that eclipse we had, that big noted eclipse, what was that, May 21st, we are now exactly 2 full weeks away from the middle of the 3 days of whether it's going to happen 3 days before the 30th or 3 days, excuse me, the 29th, 3 days before the 29th, or is it going to happen 3 days after the 29th? Everybody always asks me what's going to happen. If I knew what was going to happen, I wouldn't tell you something was going to happen. I'd tell you what was going to happen. I have no idea. Maybe it's going to be a big shooting star that's going to be in the paper. Whatever it is, we're going to know about it. Can't tell you what it is. But I do know, the worse it is, the quicker this thing starts, and this whole New World takeover, and the spin of the earth and everything else, the end of the calendar, the quicker we feel terrible, the quicker we learn what it is to connect, okay, the quicker we come into the New World. We've got to learn what our civil liberties are all about, especially in Canada. If a policeman stops you, and he don't tell you why, you don't have to tell him anything. He don't tell you. If he doesn't give you a right why he stopped, you don't have to tell him anything. Really and truthfully, I don't want to go anywhere. I just don't want to see any of these people. I want to stay away. I need my mind in a cleaner world, you know? What are they going to do to me? I'm lucky. I've got someone behind me that would protect me in these situations that can get me back out of jail. You know what the problem is? They'll blame it on me. Okay? I don't know too many people that don't blame it on me before anything happens. Usually they all blame it on me, and when they find out from somebody else, a bit of time later, they come up to me and sometimes they'll excuse themselves, but other times they don't have the heart. Okay, let's start on this one. Everybody knows Sunday is the first day of the week in North America, right? It is also at the same time the first day of the weekend. That's right. Sunday is celebrated as the first day of the weekend. Don't you remember how Alpha Omega works? He turns things around. Saturday, the 7th day of the knowledgeable week, is actually the 2nd day of the weekend, that the 2nd day of the weekend closes off the week. Don't forget, when the Mayans say 52, when they talk about 2, they got to be talking about God. Okay? I'm going to show you why God 1 and 2, what the difference is between the 2 worlds, between 1 and 2. Monday would be the 2nd day of the week, but it would be the first day of a weekday. And Tuesday would be the 2nd day of a weekday, but actually the 3rd day of the week. In which Wednesday would be the 4th day of the week, but actually the 3rd weekday. That's the way it works. When the numbers go over each other, the electronical connection, or whatever they have in their computers in Supertrain upstairs, I call it Supertrain, one of my stories I wrote while I was in La La Land. So in Supertrain, where everything works on a Wednesday, it's that magical Wednesday. I mean, the Spanish didn't say miracles for nothing, that an English guy should bump into a Spanish Wednesday. I mean, what a thing to hide a miracle in. You hide it on a Wednesday. What day is it? Por favor, ¿Qué dijo el niño? Aujourd'hui? Miracles. Oh, the day of miracles. So we understand it. I'm English. What the hell do I know? Hey, could have had a V8. That was only a 6. So anyways, now we get through all these days of the week, and Saturday is the 7th day of the week, and the 2nd day of the weekend, making it 2-7. So you know, on the Sabbath, God comes as 2-6 and 2-7, taking man and God together all the time. That's why they overlap together. Then we get on to a couple of these little shapes. This shape here. Would you think that this shape is this shape? This and this are the same thing, but it's made with delta corners. The reason for the delta corner is the split, and I'm going to explain this in a minute. You see, delta corners are the creation when I get this corner here, okay, and this corner here together. Now we all know, can I write? We all know that this and this are the same thing upside down. It's just like the Lexus. It's just an upside down number 7. So if I take this and this, what is supposed to be between 1 and 7? In this mathematical equation, what's between this is 1, 4, and 7. As easy as it is, it's not as easy as it seems. So what we do to get 4 to 7, well, it's pretty easy. You see me? How do I get my camera to? See, look, I just draw a little line, and I'm going to connect this one, and this one becomes a number 4. At the same time, the 7 and the 1 are all in the same family. It's all in the family. A 4, if you extend one of the legs, it becomes the ace. Pretty cool, eh? Pretty cool for me. I'm like in grade 2 right now. I'm still learning. Still learning. I don't even know if I made grade 2 yet. Whatever. I flunked grade 1 9 times, but that's okay. All right. So what we're going to get here is we're going to finish this off, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when we do both sides. It looks like this. It could be a U, it could be a C. Now it connects both sides, right? Now I'm going to show you. Here's the 7 upside down, and here's the 1, and now you have number 4 in this. This is one way, and when I turn it this way, this is the other way. Okay? The splitting of the C's. 1 C on this side, 1 C on this side. Okay? What we do with this now is we just cross it over, and it's a tic-tac-toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just like this. The same thing with this. This is the same thing as this. What this was, remember when I told you I split everything up? Every time you split one of these, okay, a triangle takes the exterior 2 corners and the point. The point is number 5, 1, and 3, and 5. In between is number 2. So that means the point, which is in between in the 5th position, is in the center 2, which makes it your 5 days in the week and your 2 days on the weekend, 1 and 3, the way they would look at them. Anyways, this is 1 and 3, and then it's 3, and then 6, which is in the center, just like 2 is in the center. 3 is above it. Each one of these counts the corners twice. 7 here and 7 here, 1 here and 1 here, 3 here and 3 here, 9 here and 9 here. It's the same thing that would happen to this. Because of these triangles, you count this side to this side. Either you connect them or you count them here as numbers. You see, this one is straight across. This would be a straight across cube. This one is cut up to be an octagon. There's different kinds of worlds and all those little designs that go into each other that create what it creates, right? Lines. You know what I was thinking about the chemtrails? I mean, really and truthfully, I've been writing on this for 7 years now, okay? If it doesn't have squared lines on it, I really can't use it. And a lot of those chemtrails do all the same thing. So the question would come upon, if somebody would come upon to me, the man who does all the squares, and I would say, and what would be your answer to that? I'd say that the matrix strands are starting to show. They're not having the same effect. Time has come to an end. They knew it ends in December. All the Illuminati and New World Orders, they know what's coming up. They knew what they had to do. They knew there was even a time limit on evil. They're on a time limit. They're in a rush right now. Okay? So whatever starts is going to end within 2 years. Okay? I don't know what it's going to be like, but they're definitely on a time schedule. That's what those lines mean to me. They need to cover up these lines. I don't know if there's much as chemicals in it as you think there is. Somebody has done a study on a lot of this, and they really weren't 100% with it, but it was very little. And you know what? Sometimes a little bit over a period of time, you become immune to it more than anything else. That's something about the coming of the dualities in this world. Um, and one other thing, and I'm always looking at this. You know when they say land ho, the word ho besides ho 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 and ho 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 added up is 69, 23, 46, 69. First beta come in, she makes the eggs, it creates, jumps into number 4. 6 comes along in the electronic world, they make a 10, one part of the 10 in the 10 world, and they need more than one part. Even though man works on one part without the other part of 10, you don't have this world. And then you need about the whole part, about the part that did the whole thing before anything started. And that was God, the 10 of God. Somebody must, please, this is a short video, if there's anybody that makes it to the end, look at the Illuminati pyramid or whatever you want to call it on the American dollar bill. On the left side, there's a letter J. It means Omega. It means the first 10. It's not 1776. Okay? That would be more like adding 10 times. It's like the year 17,000 or something. That's actually what it says. But then again, on 1776, you also have to remind yourself that we minus the 2 eggs, 2 zeros from it. So they seem to actually compensate. So let's leave it at 1776 for now. This is just a pie on the fleur-de-lis. You ever see the fleur-de-lis? This is the fleur-de-lis. All I did is zooped up one here and one there. The hair, what it's made is the round. I kept making it around and it went out. I made it around and it went out. And one straight up the center. And then if you take a look at the whole thing. It comes all the way around. Okay, it comes all the way around. It's a C and a C, part of creation. This is the tail of this bird. His beak. You see the way the chain is around his beak? Okay? His wings are around his beak. He's got one eye and one eye. It becomes two-sided. It's straightforward, and then it's this way, and then it's this way. Which way do you want to look at it? You want to look at it like this? Or like this? Or like that? You know, you can look at it all the ways. So this is, anyways. I just saw something right now, okay? Razors. On the Mayan Sanskrit, there's razor-like marks. The angles are razors, okay? And also the animals look like the razorbacks from football. See, in order to do my project, you got to know a little bit about everything. Doesn't matter what meaning it has or what difference, as long as you have seen it, you can actually find the file folder and put it in the file folder saying, I knew it. But I forgot until now, when I needed it, of course. Sometimes it's good to play dumb. You know what? Sometimes it's good to play dumb all the time. Anyways, so I went on to the word hoe. Okay? Oh, she's a hoe. Well, a hoe, my friend, has to have one of these in order to make these, the 2 eggs. Do you remember the mug and this fleur-de-lis? It's the same one. The same arms that are flipped over on the back one are flipped over on this one, except we took off the part on the top, because now the 3 and 3 creation is born. Did you know that CBS is 321? I also heard good things about CBS right now. They're the ones to keep the eye on, and that's what they have. Okay? CBS. Flower and the egg. Razor. R-A-Z totals 45. It means a half-life. O-R means the gold. The other part, C-C, 33. In French, it means gold. C-C. That's the other part. That's your other egg. R, angel resident, angel resident. That means 2 eyes here and 2 eyes here. You got 4 eyes, right? Because when you play Monopoly, forget about everything else. There's only 4 eyes on Monopoly. Either it's the corners, one corner to the next corner, or it's the train tracks. I'm not sure which ones, but that totals 8, so don't forget that. So anyways, the other thing I was going to tell you, the total count of this is 78, 45 half-life, and command and create, 7 and 8. 7 plus 8 is 15, creates the egg. And it tells you, God and heaven, G and H. I need not say I am silent of God and heaven, because within the half-life, there is the God in heaven inside of you. That's why the G and H stays silent, because it's in the Raz, R-A-Z. If you were looking at this in I'm not sure if it's numbers or weeks, but, oh no, it's planets. Anyways, that was that. Another thing, if you would say Razor, what stops you from eliminating the R-A, which is 19, which is the spirit of the birth, which is who you are now, instead of the S letter, in 2 letters, it's A-R instead of S. They're that close together because they connect, okay? But, or Zor, or Zorro, Zorro, Alpha, Angel Resident, Omega of heaven, Zorro. God is Zorro. You know when they said, oh, God is this and God is that and he's everywhere and I'm a young kid and I'm saying, you know, what the fuck? Where the hell is he? I gotta have a cigarette. Where the hell is God? And you think, and you think, and you think. And you work at it, and you think, and you try to figure out where's God, but when you can't find your own lighter, how do you expect to continue on? Oh, I found what I was looking for. Oh, I got to do another thing. Is this, and where's my lighter? Hold on. I know you're sitting there, and you don't want to watch, and you should be doing this cassette, but I just sat here and I lit 2 cigarettes before, and it's over here. Okay. Okay. Here's what the razor looks like. See the lines, the angles of the lines? That's the only reason I know. Because I don't know anything else on those lines. And if I did know something else on those lines, I'll measure up what the exact angle is and I'll figure out exactly what it means. This is the controller. Okay? On every single dice, but the 1 dice, is a 2 dice. Number 6 is a 2 dice. 2 corners. Okay? If you put the 6 like this, it's on 2 corners. Or if you put the 6 like this, it's on 2 corners. Or if you put the 6 on this, that 2 is on every corner. The 2 is on the outside of the center 1. The 2 is on all 4 corners of delta. Delta. I looked for it for so long what it meant. But delta seems to be the angle of a triangle, okay? And I think it shows up more on this. Because on this you can make 2 deltas. You know how you do it? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how you do it. If I can do it. Looks like that. 2 Ds. Like that. 2 Ds. But actually, some people, if you slide the line a little bit lower, it looks like an H, it looks like an I. So there's many ways to look at that. That is your Delta corner with your one spirit. They call that the 5 dice, the 5 and 1. Depends. Oh, there was one other thing I didn't show you. One thing. How did I miss this? How did I miss this? Hold on. My page is stuck together. Did you figure that out? And there's nothing on it. Wow, I can't find it. Oh, here. Something pretty stupid, but you know what? This is world 1, and this is world 2. This one is inside of this one. Then you put the octagon in this one, and on the outside of it, you end up with the mug and doublet. But eventually, all you end up with is diamonds at the end. Everything turns into X's and O's, depending on which way you put the paper. It's just a bunch of X's and O's at the end, and that's it. Raphael 7286. Destin, Baffin Islands, Pegasus constellation.